It really is easy to become numb to all the information flying around about artificial intelligence and what it can apparently do. And because of all this hype, you may be very skeptical about the value that generative AI really has in our day-to-day professional lives, and specifically as a support and training tool. And I don't think you are alone in this. Bold claims are being made continuously, and it's fair to ask, can these tools really make that much of a difference? Well, allow me to share with you some very interesting insights from a study that was done towards the end of 2023. And I'll link the study in the description below if you want to go through it in detail yourself. But before I talk about this, I want to be really clear about something. I'm not sharing this to try and convince you that you have to deploy similar AI technology. You see, if you are considering deploying purpose-specific AI tools because of, AI, then you should slowly step away from your computer and put down any sharp instruments before you hurt yourself. That's just a stupid reason to do it. Context, capability, need, cost, all of these things matter. And for where the technology is right now, every organization and every business team should really make a well-reasoned decision for themselves. So I'll give you a brief overview of the study, then I'll share the insights that I believe are important to consider, and lastly, I'll share some thoughts on what to do with this information. So for this study, the team of Brynjolfsson, Lee, and Raymond studied the impact of an AI conversational assistant on the productivity of just over 5,000 customer service agents working at a Fortune 500 company. Now, they found a positive effect on agent productivity as measured by their resolution per hour to the tune of about 14% on average, and interestingly, about 34% improvement for novice and low-skilled workers. Now, to give you the right context, let me briefly explain how this tool worked, and if you like this kind of content and you'd like to see more like this in future, where we understand how to effectively use generative AI in the real world, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to the channel and share this with someone you think might find this valuable. Okay, now as the agent conversed with the customer, the AI tool ran in the background, listening in, so to speak, on the discussion. And then it provided real-time suggestions aimed to help the agent with the next best response or action. Now, important to note, agents were encouraged to use these AI-generated recommendations, but they were not forced to follow it in all situations. All right, so what did they learn here? And for this, I asked Chat-GPT to help me understand some of the key insights they learned from the study. And this is it. All right, number one, customer sentiment improvement. The study shows that AI assistance not only helps with productivity, but also improves how customers treat agents. This is measured by the sentiment of chat messages and a decrease in customer requests to speak to a supervisor. This indicates that the AI can positively impact customer perceptions and reduce escalations. Secondly, durable learning and skill development. Now, sometimes the AI tool was unavailable, it bombed out for some reason, and for a period of time, the agents couldn't access it. And this is what this shows. Agents who frequently adhered to AI recommendations exhibited durable learning. Even during AI outages, these agents continued to perform better, suggesting that AI assistance helps in developing lasting skills and improving overall performance. Now, this should not be a surprise because it's well known that agents who work closely with a supervisor and who get consistent coaching, especially at the start of a new job, learn faster and their skills simply stick better. But, and we have to acknowledge this, having enough competent training supervisors is a very expensive investment. 3. Convergence in communication patterns. Now, the AI recommendations led to a convergence in communication between low-skill and high-skill agents. And this means that lower-skilled agents started communicating more like their higher-skilled counterparts, which can obviously standardize and elevate the overall quality of customer interactions. Now, the fourth one is really important, and it references attrition reduction. Access to AI assistance significantly reduced attrition rates among newer agents, translating to a 40% decrease relative to a baseline attrition rate in this group. This suggests that AI tools can improve job satisfaction and retention, particularly for less experienced workers. Within call center and customer service environments, the attrition rate is higher in the first few months. And having to continuously recruit and train new people is a really expensive part of these operations. So if these tools can successfully contribute to their ability to learn and thus become effective faster, it can have a really big impact on recruitment processes and costs. Now, as with everything, there were also some cautionary insights that must be taken into account if such technology is considered and deployed. The first one here is reduced personalization, and over-reliance on AI suggestions might lead to interactions that feel less personal or authentic, as agents might use more generic AI-generated responses. This could negatively impact customer satisfaction, especially for customers who really value personalized service. Secondly, there could be a real impact on top performers. The study found that AI assistants might decrease the quality of interactions handled by top performing agents. If these agents are providing less effective or less satisfying service due to AI distractions, because it keeps popping up and making suggestions, and now they're trying to evaluate, should I just follow my instinct and my experience, or should I actually follow the recommendation? It could negatively impact customer satisfaction and retention for high-value customers. And then lastly, AI errors. It remains possible for the AI to come to the incorrect conclusion, and that is why it was important for the agents to remain able to exercise discretion when using the recommendations. So overall, some positive outcomes and some key risks that were identified and that must be understood and mitigated. Now, as I said earlier, I used ChatGPT to help me with a quick summary of the study and to get some additional insights. And I'll share this discussion in a link below in case you want to see the detail of my discussion with the LLM. Now, what about the smaller guys? Although these insights are interesting, we have to remember that it was relevant to a very large company who had the budget, the funds to deploy a specific AI tool and to train it on its own information. What we don't know is what happened post-deployment. Are they still seeing the same results now that it has had time to mature within the environment? Has the operational environment adapted sufficiently around this new capability? Is the return, however it's measured, sufficient and justifiable? Before you consider going down this road, you need to really understand why. What is it about the AI that makes you think it will be the right solution? You have to approach deployment of AI technology in your environment carefully. Know what it needs to do for you, what risks you need to manage, and how you will measure the impact post-deployment. And please make sure that the people that will be using this, whether a lowly agent or the head of the department, understand properly how these tools work, what they can do, and how your team can get the best results from them. It's never too early to make sure that you have an AI competent team, and I'll invite you to get more information on our training course called AI and Me, Becoming a Super User, where we specifically help individuals and business teams understand how to use these tools to help them in their day-to-day work and to get the best sustainable results. Cheers!